Ever get halfway through assembling IKEA furniture only to realize that every screw that you've tightened has somehow made the bookshelf less stable? You take it apart, put it back together, and now there are 3 extra screws. You don't even know where they came from. You don't know where they go. You just know that somehow you're losing the fight to wood. That's basically what fighting the Hydra was like. Welcome back to Myths and Mayhem, where gods create problems, kings make them worse, and heroes are sent to clean up the mess. Today, let's watch the strongest man in Greece accidentally become the Hydra's favorite employee. The swamp is silent. Heracles steps into the muck carrying his club. He scans the fog. Alright, a monster, 9 heads. Hit all 9, go home. Easy. Silence. Then he said it was easy. Write that down. This is already my favorite fight. Water erupts. The Hydra rises. 9 heads. 9 personalities. 1 enormous body. Every head is different. 1 head has a scar. 1 is chewing reeds. 1 looks half asleep. 1 looks offended that visitors exist. And 1 can't stop talking. And 1 clearly thinks he's in charge. Welcome to the swamp. Please remain calm while we eat you. Can we eat him after lunch? Shouldn't we introduce ourselves first? I vote eating. Motion carried. The heads immediately begin arguing with each other. Heracles just watches. I think I'm going to let this play out. After another 30 seconds, they're still arguing. Never mind, I'm going to get to this. He swings. Thwack! 1 head falls off. Heracles smiles. See? That was 2 new heads burst from the neck. Hello? Did we miss anything? Every other head cheers. New guys! Look at them! They're adorable! Heracles just stares. That's illegal! He chops again. Now there are 11 heads. Then 13. Then 15. The Hydra begins applauding. Outstanding work! We're growing as individuals! Literally! The fight gets worse. Heracles starts swinging faster. Heads fly everywhere. Each one becomes 2. The Hydra gets louder, not weaker. Keep going! You can do this! I think we can hit 30. I just got here. Who are we fighting? Every head points. Him. Oh, I like him. Heracles stops swinging. He looks around. Now there are heads everywhere. I feel like I'm losing. Buddy, that's because you are. Now, high above, Hera is watching. He's struggling. Wonderful. I think he might need some more problems. Immediately, she sends a giant crab, and the crab marches proudly into the swamp. Tiny compared to the Hydra, absolutely convinced that it's the main character. I've arrived! Absolutely nobody reacts. I said, I'm here! The Hydra turns to look at each other. Who invited him? I thought you did. We don't even have invitations. The crab, tired of being ignored, grabs Heracles by the ankle. Ow! He looks down. Really? 1 stomp, crunch, silence. The Hydra watches. That was inspirational. Poor little guy. He really believed in himself. Iolaus finally reaches the fight. He stops, looks around. There are more heads than he can comfortably count. Heracles is exhausted, covered in swamp water, still chopping, still making things worse. How long has this been happening? I don't know. Time has lost all meaning here. Swing. 2 more heads. Yay! Have you noticed that every time you cut off 1 head, 2 grow back? Yeah, I kinda had noticed that. Well then maybe you should stop swinging. I'm open to better ideas. Iolaus kneels beside one of the severed necks. Fresh heads begin growing. He notices something. The wound is still smoking from the friction, so he grabs a fallen branch, lights it, presses the flame against the stump. The flesh seals. No new heads appear. Iolaus blinks, looks at the torch, looks at the neck, and then looks back at Heracles. Heracles! I'm busy over here! I figured it out! The entire Hydra freezes. Every head slowly turns towards Iolaus. Uh-oh. Did he just say he figured it out? Nobody moved. Maybe he doesn't realize that he figured it out. Do humans forget things? Not that fast. Iolaus raises the torch. You cut, I'll burn. That's actually brilliant. I know. Now, quit multiplying the enemy. Heracles chops. Iolaus immediately cauterizes. No new heads. The Hydra gasps. Hey, that's illegal. Who brought fire? Get the cousin. The smart one. Always eliminate the smart one. Heracles starts laughing. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah! I don't like this version of the fight. They move like a machine now. Swing, burn, swing, burn. Each neck disappears forever. The Hydra's confidence slowly evaporates. I missed when he was making us stronger. Those were good times. We peaked too early. Only one head remains, the immortal one. It looks around. Every other head is gone. Well, this is taking a turn. Why don't we call it a draw? You just had to be immortal. In fairness, I didn't choose that either. Heracles severs the final head. It keeps hissing, keeps talking, keeps complaining. He drags it to a massive boulder and drops it into a pit, and then rolls the rock on top. A muffled voice comes from underneath. This feels excessive! You'll live! That's not the problem! Heracles and Iolaus stand in silence for a moment. Finally, Iolaus looks over. You know, this could have gone a lot faster if you had listened earlier. Yeah, probably. Oh, and let's never mention this part to Eurystheus. Unfortunately, Eurystheus had already decided that because Iolaus helped, the labor didn't count, which is a spectacular example of missing the point entirely. Heracles had the strength to fight the Hydra. Iolaus had the wisdom to beat it. Turns out, sometimes the greatest heroes aren't the ones who are swinging the sword. They are the ones who turn up carrying the torch. Until next time, stay curious, stay legendary, and remember, if your boss asks you to do something that seems impossible, get a friend to help lighten the load. See you next time. And if you're enjoying Myths and Mayhem, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any future episodes.